Hey everybody, happy Saturday. What's going on? What's going on? Come on in, like the video, share the video. If this can help somebody out, I'm here for it. Y'all gonna hear my AC running in the background because it's that Texas heat and it's on a whole nother level, okay? Okay. So I came on here because I've been doing some thinking. I'm on my way in the gym, but I want to get this off my spirit so I can go in and have me a good workout and get my mental together. So, as I say, getting to know yourself and loving yourself, it's a journey, okay? And I am definitely on a journey because what I realize about myself is I'm not a second chance kind of person. Sorry. What I mean by that is I'm going to treat you the way I want to be treated initially, right? And if you show me that you don't care enough about me or give a damn about my feelings enough to treat me the same way, then my energy with you going to be different. So in this season of my life where I'm protecting my peace, I'm not going to confront you. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. What I will do is separate myself from you indefinitely. What I realize about myself is I can know you and not know you at the same damn time. That means if you're not in my immediate, if you're not somebody I talk to on a regular basis, you can cease to exist in my world. You can cease to exist. You don't come across my mind. You're not a thought. I can dismiss you quickly. And I realized that the way I grew up, it's a defense mechanism simply because I used to be the sweetest. I take that back. When I was younger. I won't say little, like 5 or 6. When I was younger, I was the sweetest, most caring person, and I thought about everybody's feelings aside of my own. And I thought if I was nice, people were gonna be nice to me. If I was nice to people and I treated them, it was gonna be reciprocated. Little did I know. So I learned over the years that people will use you to the capacity that they can use you. Just that simple. But so if I find out that you talk ill about me, you've done some ill towards me, and this might offend some people, so to give my disclaimer, I don't fuck with you no more. At all. At all. I won't reach out. I won't check on you. I won't give two shits. It was like you will completely cease to exist in my world. I don't do second chances. Okay? So this is where I come in to say, this is kind of where the saying came from when I told Stackhouse I was going to t-shirt and say, I ain't nice like Stack. Stackhouse, let me tell you something. I think this is another reason why I think we were designed to be together. Because let me tell you, when I tell you somebody that offers so much grace, that's my Stackhouse. Stackhouse offers grace when I'm looking at you with like, not happening. I just don't do it. I'm going to tell you how I want to be treated. I'm going to treat you how you want to be treated. And if you can't meet my level of respect or care, I don't need you in my world. But for Stackhouse, he has a forgiving spirit. And I don't know if I call it holding grudges, because it's not like I'm mad at you. I just ain't fucking with you no more. When you show me who you are, I'm going to believe it. Hands down, man's down. I'm not going to second guess it. I'm not going to be, well, what if, and then, when you show me who you are, I believe it, and I proceed accordingly. And that's just how I move and shake, and that's a part of my peace. But Stackhouse, he gives a lot of grace. He gives a lot of grace. And some things that I be petty, for lack of a better word, Stackhouse won't let me be petty. That's another thing I got on a t-shirt. He won't let me be petty. And I think it's a good thing because he keeps me grounded, because otherwise it'll be my kids, Stackhouse, and a couple of my friends that I talk to and won't fuck with nobody else. Because I'm in the season of protecting my peace. And the question that I ask is, if someone's not treating you right or to the level in which you think or you deserve to be treated, why are you still talking to them? Why are you still hanging around them? Why you still have them in your life? Why? Please don't think for 1 minute you're going to be able to change them. Don't think you're going to love them enough where they're going to want to change and do you right and do you better. Please don't be faulty in that foolishness, because when somebody really want to change, they do it on their own. They don't need somebody to have a reason to do it for. Okay? If you tell somebody what you're doing or what you said is hurtful and I ain't really feeling it, and if you give them an opportunity to show that, you know, they really are, hey, that was an error, my fault, and maybe y'all can become, you know, they want to change their ways, and maybe y'all can get back to where you were. That's how Stackhouse move. Stackhouse is a, you know, he offers grace, and I know that's the godly thing to do, and that's why I tell anybody and everybody, God is still working on me. Keep me lifted up in prayer, because in the season that I'm in, if you don't treat me the way I'm treating you, or I've treated you, or I hear that you talked about me, talk bad about me to someone else. And let me tell you, one thing I know about me, a lot of things I know about myself, I'm a good fucking person. And if I'm your friend, boy, you got you somebody. Boy, you got you somebody. It ain't a person on this planet that can change my mind about the way I feel about you, and that's going to stop me from being a friend of you. That's one thing about it. I know how to be a friend. So when I haven't had people be a friend to me, I know exactly what that feels like, because I know how to be a friend. So if you got me in your corner, I'm probably the most loyal person you will ever run into. I'm loyal to a flaw. That's why there ain't nothing nobody can ever say that'll make me not stay with my Stackhouse. Not gonna happen. And if you talk about my Stackhouse in front of me, be prepared to get cursed all the way the fuck out. Period. And my kids. All the way out. I don't play about mine. Ask anybody. You will tread lightly when you talk about me and mine, okay? Because I'm not just about to hear it. And if it sounds like you're saying some foolishness, I'm going to get you all the way together. I separated myself from people in my family, in his family, just based off that dumb shit alone. Because I know if I come full wrath, it ain't going to be pretty, okay? So we ain't going to do negative. I'm going to do positive. So I know that about myself. If you got me in your corner, you got somebody that's loyal. That's going to always have your back, rain, sleet, shine, hell, no matter what. Hands down, man's down. I know that about me. I'm a good person. I always have been. But the way people treat you and the way that you've been treated and people dragging your name through the mud. And I know my grandmama said all the time, baby, they talked about Jesus. What makes you think they won't talk about you? I get that, grandma. I get it. But that don't mean I got to deal with those people. Okay? Trust and believe. And like my mom used to say, hand them with a long handle spoon, baby. And I do that. Because I'm protecting my peace. I'm protecting my mindset. Because if you allow what people say and do to you to take root, you'll start to believe that's who you are. You'll start to believe, well, God, I must be like that. And people, That's why you got to work on self-love every single day. Every single day, you got to work on loving yourself, accepting your flaws. I know I have flaws. I'm nowhere near perfect, and I would never claim to be. But I'm a damn good person. But I'm not perfect. And I'm a damn good friend. Not perfect, but a good friend. And so, I say all of that to say this, to say that I'm just not in the season where I'm going to continue to allow anybody. I don't give a shit if you blood or not blood. You won't talk to me any kind of way. You won't treat me any kind of way. You won't do me any kind of way. And still expect to get the same Jillian. Okay? So that's what I say. I'm going to match your energy. Oh, I can match your energy and do it better. I promise you on that. So, I just had to get that off my spirit to say, you know, how long you let people treat you and talk about you any kind of way? Especially when I'm going to tell you, I was a person, I never did anything to anybody. I don't go around being malicious and talking mess about nobody. I stay in my lane. I'm a big proponent. I mind my business and I moisturize, okay? Look at that. See that? I moisturize and mind my business. Big proponent, and I stay in my lane. I put my blinkers on, right? I get in my lane. I mind my business. I don't allow, and you cannot allow somebody to treat you any kind of way. And I don't give a damn if they family, okay? So that's where people think they get a excuse card. Oh, because we blood. No. Because you blood don't mean somebody need to treat you and talk to you any kind of way. I'm a big proponent of that. Trust me when I say, I don't give a shit who you are. If you're not treating and talking to me the right way, I don't deal with you. I don't deal with you. Some people had to find that out the hard way. I'm not the same 12-year-old, 13-year-old little girl, 20-year-old running around here seeking for approval and praise. I'm on my own. I stand in my own lane. Whatever I've accomplished this far come from my efforts and God alone. Okay? Know that. I know that about myself. If you got me in your corner, you got somebody solid. I'm $100 grand. It don't get no realer than me. I'm not going to give you fluff. I'm not going to sell you shit. And I ain't going to allow nobody else to talk shit about you to me. Know that. Know that. I can't stand some of Franklin co-workers on his previous job because some bullshit they said about him. And the man gonna come and tell me, your wife don't like me too much. Damn sure don't. Damn sure don't. See, because when you talk about somebody that I know is good and I know God has placed so much grace on his character, you know? And I know a lot of people like, oh, you always bigging up on your staff because he need to be big up. Understand that. That's a good man. And that we take too much time talking about what somebody did and who done this and black man this and this man ain't that. That's not true. I got a man in my life, my husband, my best friend, that's 1,000% genuine, real, caring, hardworking, period. On everything. And I'm a big up him anytime I get a chance. Because people watch, if you watch the media enough, you think black men ain't shit. You don't think they don't do shit, take care of the kids, ain't about shit, ain't for shit. And that's simply untrue. Especially when it come to mine. Okay? So any opportunity that I get to big up my Stackalicious, I'm going to do just that. So if you don't like it, then stop listening. Because I'm going to big them up anytime I get a chance to, if it's in that moment of what I'm talking about. And in this moment, that man got more grace than me. And I know, I hear in the back of my head, my mama be like, Jillian, that ain't how you supposed to be. I know, mama. I know. I get it. I hear you talking to me. But sometimes I got to put what my mama be saying on mute. Because petty wins sometimes. Petty wins sometimes. Okay? That's why I tell you, keep me lifted up in prayer. Because I'm not perfect. And I need to work on some things. And I'm aware of that. And I know. But what I would not do is allow any and everybody to talk about me, to mine. You're not gonna, and still think we gonna. Hey, this is a question. This is a real question. Can somebody answer this for me? How you think you can talk about somebody, do somebody dirty, and think they won't find out, and they're supposed to treat you the same? How's that work? How's that work? How's that working out for you? Okay, how's that working for you? It don't work for me. If I'm able to validate what this person is telling me or what I've been told, and I know you said this shit about me, that's about all I need. So some people don't want to take what I have to offer because I know I'm a good person, I'm a good woman, I'm an awesome friend, I'm a loyal friend, I'm going to keep it 100 and I'm going to always have your back. Nobody can change that about me. But guess what? I'm not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. Everybody don't like Jillian. And I get it. I understand. Keep pushing. I get it. I am like, like crackers and cheese and caviar and seafood. Guess what? I might not be your flavor. And that's all right. It is absolutely fine. It is fine. But know you have a place. That's far the fuck away from me. Everybody got a place. But it just blew my mind the way I was just sitting here thinking how does one think that you can say and treat people any kind of way because you done saying it, because you over in your feelings, I'm supposed to treat you with the same energy. That's my favorite thing I used to say to the dog when we would train him. You real quick. And so that's when I realized that, and I even mentioned this to Stackhouse. I'm going to go to a different topic for a minute. When me and Stackhouse decided to have kids, I think the good Lord pushed a little bit faster than what I was ready to and willing to do. So when we found out we were pregnant with Caleb, I was pregnant with Caleb. Me and Stackhouse weren't married yet. We were planning to get married, but we weren't married yet. So, and me, because I'm so structured and I'm such a person where I'm a planner and I got to have things set out in motion, and oh, my fault. Oh. Look at the devil. The devil stay busy. Okay. So, when me and Stackhouse decided we were going to have kids, this is one of the main things that we said. Okay? And this is not for everybody. This is how me and Stackhouse decided to do our family. First off is, what I will not tolerate is disrespectful ass kids. I won't have disrespectful kids in my household, around me, to me. It's just simply not happening. I was always respectful of my parents. I followed the rules. I was a good kid. So I would not raise up disrespectful kids. That was number one. Number two is we decided what names to give them, because we decided that duplicating our names to them, like a junior and a second, Our opinion. So if somebody feel it the different with you, that's your damn opinion. Okay? That's my opinion. That's me talking. We didn't want to set a child up for failure by saying, I'm going to give you your daddy name, your mama name as a first name. So that's in your mind mentally. You want them to be the same way that you are, following in your footsteps. Why set them child up for failure like that when they don't decide to do what you think they should do because you want them to emulate you? I want them to have their own identity. My children have their own names, their own identities, because guess what? Even on their best day, they cannot walk a mile in me and Stackhouse's shoes. When I tell you got two hardworking people that bust their behind on a regular basis, we rare. I know we rare. We work out behind us. So that was it. I'm digressing. But not raise disrespectful children, or you have your own identity. So the expectation is not there what I think my children should be. Am I educated? Yes. Probably far more educated than I should be. But I am. Do I have that same expectation in my children? No. I'm a bookworm. I love to read. My kids are not big on reading. They can read. Know that. But they're not big on it. That's not going to be their favorite pastime, to sit down and read a book. I don't expect that out of them. Do your own thing. Follow in your own lane. So I don't have expectations for my kids to go up and get degrees and do college if it's not for them. If it's for you, do it. If it's not, don't. Okay? Save yourself a lot of heartache. That was the other thing that we said. So we're going to let them have their own identity, create their own path, and do their thing. So it just came to my attention because we were helping some folks out. Remember I was telling y'all from the earlier video that I posted how we were helping out and babysitting. Everybody don't raise their kids to be respectful. It's a shocker. Little kids. I can tell you now, if you call my kids out their name, they're going to say, ma'am, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. It's like clockwork for them. It's like the way they breathe. The air they breathe is just that natural for them to say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. And it was funny because Kay going to tell me, say, one of the kids had asked for something, and Kay was like, please. He's like, I don't have to say please. Kay said, yes, you do. You don't have manners. That's my 10-year-old kicking knowledge. And in that moment, I was like, me and Stackhouse did a good job. Even up my fool up self. Because I'm telling you, my kids know I'm extra. They know I'm good and fool up. But I set that expectation from day one. That's my 10-year-old telling another little child, yes, you do need manners because you don't have manners. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Thank you. Politeness. Even when we go out and buy stuff for the kids to eat. Let's say we eating out and grab something at the fast food. My kids' first words is, thanks, mom and dad. So let me tell you something. This Stackhouse is still. So this ain't my line. But this came from Stackhouse and what his mama told him. I'll tell you. When I tell you my husband good green, Stackhouse good green. He said his mama told him, and that's Miss Ann, my mother-in-law, love her to death. Manners will take you where money and education won't. Good manners. Okay? So these little kids around here saying, what? Boy, that's a pet peeve of mine. Okay? It ain't even in my kids' vocabulary for when I call their name for them to say what. They can't even say, huh. That's just how we decided to raise our children. However you do yours, that's your prerogative, that's your business. I'm just giving examples because I'm the one on the microphone right now. I'm the one that's chit-chatting with you, so I'm giving you from my perspective. That's what we're doing here, okay? My opinion, my perspective. But we realize that we have to set, it's a level. So I say all of that to say this. Yes, we had certain expectations and goals when we started having children, but not everybody have that mindset. They just around here popping out children, let them doing all kind of foolishness. How we get here? How we get here? Because let me tell you something that I know, okay? I've been a mother for 15 years. I'm no expert because each child is different. That's one thing you will learn. My mother did tell me that. Each child is different. No matter if they came up in the same hole, same parents, not the same parents. Each child is different, and you have to treat them accordingly. It ain't everybody get the same kind of treatment. It is to a certain extent, but then it isn't. Some people you got to handle a little bit more carefully than you do others. You'll figure it out. That's what, motherhood and parenthood is about. But I lost my train of thought of what I was saying. Okay, so I lost it. It'll come back. So another point that I was making, because maybe I'll circle back around to it. Who knows? So each person has their own personality, and you have to treat them, you know, and handle them accordingly. But the groundwork of being respectful of yourself and others. And so even when they hear some outlandish foolishness from grown folks, even still, they know how to categorize it and pocket it. That don't even sound right. That ain't... And they'll come back. And that's the other thing that we establish is open communication. Come talk to us about it. Let's have a conversation on it. If you feel a way, something going on with you, let's talk about it. Because I'm one of the most open persons that you ever gonna find. There's no topic that's off limits for my kids or for myself and my husband. Just like I told them, if you want to know about me and your dad and our past, we'll tell you about our past. We don't have no secrets. We have nothing to hide. Okay? I tell you. If you want to hear about my childhood and how things went for me, don't have no secrets. We'll tell you. We're not perfect parents, but we work together and we communicate, and we had a goal in mind about when we started having children, what we were and were not going to accept. Each one to his own. So I say all of that to say this, to say that if you never set a standard on how you let people treat you, how you allow someone to treat you, it's free game. It's open season. People is only gonna treat you to the level in which you set that expectation. Okay? I'm just telling you. I'm just keeping it 100. If somebody feel like they can get away with treating you like trash and using you, they're going to use the hell out of you. You got to know. You have to know. And sometimes it's hurtful. Sometimes we find it the hard way, and it's hard to make ourselves vulnerable. It's hard to be vulnerable because oftentimes we're like, man, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to put myself out there. That's something Stackhouse still struggle with. I'm just keeping it 100. We're being vulnerable. We've been together 20-something years. So I got to read the signs and the in-between lines of what he's trying to say, got to say. And that's another thing about me. Let me make it real clear. I'm not an in-between kind of person. I'm not reading in between the lines. If you got some shit to say to me, say it. If you got something to ask me, ask me. I'm not a whole beat around the bush kind of person. I'm a straightforward, because I'm going to look at you and be like, what the hell you trying to say? I don't have a whole lot of patience. What is it that you trying to get out? If I harm you in some way, say that shit. If I, talk, let's talk. I don't have time for a little, and that's the thing about me. If I've distanced myself and I no longer associate or communicate with you, just know that's for the best. Because if we ever have a real grown-up conversation, shit won't go well. And I know that about me, and I'm trying to stay peaceful and positive. But these P's take a lot of hard work to be peaceful and positive. Whew. That's why it's a journey every day. Every day it's a journey. You have to wake up with the mindset that I'm going to be positive and I'm going to stay peaceful and I'm going to protect my peace. Because people will try you. Okay? Family members, friends, non-friends, co-workers. People will try you. And when you don't know who you are and whose you are, that lets you be susceptible to any kind of treatment. So, I'm done ranting and raving. I done got this off my chest so I can go into my workout with a clear head. Okay, so I can get my workout on. I'm back at this new gym trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, how I want to do this. So first I got to go in there and ask, because I had like a 5-day trial. And then I was like, so I need to go in and ask, is it a 5 consecutive days? Because I don't know who working out 5 consecutive days. That ain't how me and my mental and my body work, okay? We just keeping it breezy. Or is it 5 days total, where I can skip some days and come back as long as it's not a complete 5 days that I'm in here working out. So anyway, say that to say this. Looking at a new gym, Stackhouse at the house, getting some other stuff done. He gonna get his workout on. I don't worry about him. It's me that gotta stay consistent, because if I fall off this wagon, okay? I can't fall off the wagon, y'all. I'm around here preaching to stay positive, stay consistent, and I'm doing my damnedest to stay consistent. So I can't fall off the wagon. If you falling off the wagon, it's okay. Okay? Let me just say that. It is okay if you fall off the wagon of being consistent, but check yourself. You know if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. I know when I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's keep it 100. Nobody got to tap you on your shoulder and be like, hey, what you... Get it back together. That's why the horse got 2 sides. You can fall off either side and get back on. That ain't why the horse got 2 sides. I don't know if that makes sense, but I said it. Okay? That's why you can fall off left or right on the horse. You can get back on either side. Okay? So if you fall off track, get back on track, stay consistent. So, I'm going in to get my workout on. It's hot as fish grease. That's hot, okay? It's hot as two butt cheeks together. Because you know butt cheeks don't get no break. They always together. So somebody tell you they ain't, okay? Stop. Get it together. Butt cheeks stink. People get musky. Proper hygiene is a must. That's my disclaimer. That's me putting that in there for some people. Be like, if your butt cheeks is together, and I don't know nobody that walk around with open ass butt cheeks. Who got them? They ain't walking right if they do. Butt cheeks meant to sit together. They twinsies. They sit just together like the buns in the pack. Don't mind me. You know, I gotta say something to make you laugh in this day and age, because that's just who I am. So, it's hot as fish grease and two butt cheeks just together. And there's no joke, because we about to hit 100 and something here in Texas. And my girl want me to move out to Phoenix. Is she out her damn mind? She ain't on social media. Come to Phoenix. It's only hot. Girl, it's 114 degrees. Why I look like going to Phoenix? What I look like? Going to... Not doing it. Okay, sorry. I digress. Have a good day. Happy Saturday. If you've fallen off the wagon and didn't stay consistent this month, get back on the wagon. Don't live in that moment. As long as there's breath in your body, it's a chance for change. Okay? If God woke you up this morning, it's a chance to do something different. So, God love you. God love me. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. And I'm out.